Squares and radicals. We'll be taking a look at how to square, cube, and take numbers to higher exponents. We'll also look at the reverse, which is square root, cube root, and radicals of higher numbers. Some functions on the Texas calculator are automatic and do not require the user to press the equal to button. An example of such a function is the square function. Let's take a look. So first, we'll key in 6, and then we'll press the x squared button, and the result will auto-populate to be 36. If you would like to raise a number to a higher power, for example, 2 to the power of 4, we can do this as well. First, we type the 2, then we press the y to the power of x button, and then we press the 4. Here, you would be required to press the equal to sign to get the result of 16. If you would like to take the root of a number, which is a radical, you would once again be required to key in the number first and then the function. For example, we'd like to take the root of 36. So we type in 36 first and then press the x root button, which gives us a result of 6. If you would like to take the square root of a higher power, for example, you would like to take the root of y to the power of x, this function can also be mathematically written as y to the power of 1 divided by x. For example, I would like to take the fourth root of 16. I can write it as 16 to the power of 1 over 4. To do this on the calculator, you would once again first key in the numbers, which is 1 and 6, 16. You would then press the y to the power of x button. In order to be able to do a calculation in the power, we must make use of parentheses. So you would go ahead and open a bracket, type 1, divided by 4, and then close a bracket. Notice your screen is stuck at 0.25, which is basically prompting you to hit the equal to button so that you can get your final answer. And your answer would be 2. Some of you would argue that you could have avoided the parentheses by just taking 16 to the power of 0.25. Well, this is correct, but in some cases, when we want to take the cube root of a number, we might have to make use of the parentheses, because taking 16 to the cube root would be 16 yx, open bracket, 1 divided by 3, close bracket, which is actually a series of several 3's, which is difficult for the user to input into its entirety. Hence, we recommend making use of the parentheses. Percentages and reciprocal. In math, the symbol percent is a shorthand notation for implying divide the number by 100. So if a number was originally 0.06, one can present it as 6%. So in order to be able to do a percentage, you have two choices. You could either do it manually. For example, if we would want to calculate 5%, we could first type 5, and then we could press the division and press 100 and the equal to sign to get 0.05. As you can see, this is pretty tedious. Alternatively, you can make use of the percent button that is available on your calculator. To do that, you would clean the screen, press the CE button, and then you would start with typing 5 and just simply hitting the percent sign to get 0.05. There are several other handy keystrokes that are available on your Texas calculator. For example, the reciprocal. The reciprocal function allows the user to divide 1 by the specified number on the screen. For example, if you have currently 10 on your screen and you would actually prefer to divide 1 by 10, you could choose to divide this manually. 1 divided by 10 to get 0.1. Or if you already have the 10 on your screen, you could simply hit the reciprocal button labeled as 1 divided by x to get the same result, 0.1.